I'm taking a hint from Tommy and picking some more choke cherries. There's a lot more here. And there. They're beautiful too. Just covering off. Nice and right. It's pretty careful. The sun's playing tricks and don't want to focus. There we go. No. Things are right when they come right off like that. Nice cherries. Don't eat too many at once. But you make it into jam. Jelly. More like it. But, really good. They taste yummy. They're easy to grow. They grow on their own. I didn't even plant them here in my food forest hedge. They're, I guess, what you would call a pioneer species, because they're native here. And they come up. If you cut everything down, you might get a cherry coming back up, or poplar kind of thing. But in this area, you get a lot of cherries coming up. Because the birds drop them everywhere. And it's choke cherries. And there's black cherry, same kind of thing, but it's a tree. I'm thinking that's what these ones are, is a black cherry. But I think there's a mixture or something, I don't know to tell the difference. I think you can by the leaf. And one grows to a tree, which that's kind of already growing to a tree. And oh, there's pin cherries up there. Fire cherries. I topped that tree and it's still growing back. Topped it right there. And then it grew one there and one there, and it's still growing up. Those pin cherries, when they get that tall, they're more for the birds. The birds clean it all up, except for that one little spot there. But I'm going to get back to work on these choke cherries. I'm almost finished taking out all the Japanese knotweed this year. There's only a little bit of it left. I'm letting the canes get nice and hard. Oh yeah, that's hard. The sun hits it and they get harder. That one's still a little bit soft there, but they're getting there. They got wax or something on them. But they should be starting to bud and flower soon. But we'll cut them out of there before they do that for the goats. They absolutely love them things. Even if the leaves get nice and crunchy, they still love it. So I know where there's a spot in town where there's a lot of it. I might actually get it, but I don't know. Maybe not. There's a lot of stuff around for them to eat. So there's choke cherries in here. That's a flower in there that kind of fell. There's a bunch of choke cherries there that need to come out, because they're starting to grow in my garden. I just cut them back and you can use them as a stake. And then there's apples coming up, and this is all choke cherry, and that mountain ash kind of broke and fell over that way, and now there's like 6 or 7 different ones coming up from that stump. So that's good. That's actually pretty thick. I leave them for the birds usually, so you have to freeze and boil them. But usually the birds will clean them all up, so I leave them for the birds. This flower is getting to be almost done, so I'm gonna, well, I have been cutting it out of the garden, but I'm gonna end up cutting it all back, and then it'll be just the low, it'll be the bushes and that there. And trees. I like the privacy of it. I don't want the moldy yellow flowers. apple trees I'm trying to get over here for. It's looking really pretty. Angel tried one the other day and they're sour still. They need a frost before they taste any good. But they're all red and they look yummy right now. But they're crab apples, so they're very astringent and sour. And there's more choke cherries not ready yet. Probably black cherries. But yeah, this apple tree's got a pretty good amount of apples on it. Then there's the new apple tree there. That's little baby apples. They'd probably be good for apple cider vinegar too. It's probably what I'll end up using these ones for. Just kind of put a hole in them and put them in the solution for a little bit longer. The apples all through that maple tree now. We're going to be cutting the maple away and giving it to the goats. And then the rest will be just apple tree. And that maple will shoot up shoots, which is okay. And you can cut it all back and give it to the goats. Like we just did with that main one there, except for the top. It's probably why it's going all yellow. It's kind of got split, and so we're probably just going to saw that off, and maybe the grapes would have liked it here too, climbing up all that stuff. We try to leave sticks in the ground for other stuff to climb up. And then I got berries and that on this side. So when they started crouching into the garden will just move. This will have berries and stuff that will be coming on it. K-Man said there's another one, but I don't think we had it yet. Maybe it fell off. Oh, sorry, Mr. Bumblebee. That's gone. But all those ones should have berries next year. Yay. Got some corn over here. I wonder if it's getting them. St. John's wort looks fun. It's nice and red tones in it. Gets that oil out. Got a couple of really cool peppers too. Pink peppers. I haven't really seen that actually. I don't know. There's a windy one. Hopefully I didn't squish that blossom. Anyway. I'm getting hungry for corn too, but I don't think it's ready yet. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Since it's still white, and I can kind of see a hint of purple, I'm thinking it's some purple popping corn, which you can still eat it young, because that looks nice and soft. So you can still eat it in the milk. Well, it's not really milky, but it's wet. We'll try it. Looks pretty good. Looks not too tough. So we'll try it as a young corn. £2 of cherries, and I already got £1. And that's a little under because of the thing. That's okay. About a quarter pound of corn. It's not bad. I'll get more of that, but I'm kind of curious on how much that weighed. I found a mushroom out there too. Okay, thank you everybody. Much love.